everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely Tarot. So good to see you guys here today. I do apologize for the noise in the background. I was just you know, it is what it is. We're working here today, so let's get started, guys. We're gonna go over Earth energy today. So we're going to tap into that beautiful energy of Earth. Then we're going to get into the, well, we're tapping into the element. After that, we're going to go through the 3 signs. Hey, Jisoo, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well today. All right, as I was saying, we're going to tap into the elements, and then we're going to go through each individual sign of the Earth signs, okay? So for you guys, I'm going to use a mix here. So we have the Black Moon Astrology cards with the Angel or Starseed Oracle deck, okay? I don't know why I always want to call it Angel, but it's Starseed, okay? So for you guys, I had some time to tap into this beautiful, beautiful energy, and as I'm sitting here and breathing, I got these 2 beautiful cards. It almost gives me a card of like a child of the cosmos, which is why I'm calling it that, because that's the card that came out, and it was so powerful. I'm getting a lot of you guys here are at a point or a stage in your life where you understand there's a bigger calling at stake. So you guys are, wondering, it's like where to next, right? Because it's almost as if you knew instinctually that there's a bigger calling for you here to go after, but you didn't know what it was. But at the same time, I don't necessarily know if you even sat there and asked the divine, like, what is it that we're meant to do at this stage of the game? How are we supposed to be of service, or help each other on a collective scale? So here we are, actually sitting here and asking. And I feel like some of you guys have been, during your meditation, asking, what is it that we're meant to do? And then all of a sudden the answers emerge. For some of you guys, I'm getting, it is child of the cosmos, right? And the only way you're ever able to tap into such a beautiful energy is because at this time, at this stage, we have the flower moon, right? The flower moon at this point is really, it's using that Plutonian energy to go help you go, right? Descend down into the darkness, transform, right? So it's a death and rebirth, Plutonian energy, and then just boom. At this stage of the game, right, a lot of you guys may want to spend time in isolation because all of this heaviness, this dark, dense energy needs to be released. So water right now is your best friend. I'm also getting the weight of the world is actually being taken from you. The weight of the world is being shed right now. As I say this, look at this beautiful fire. The weight of the world is being shed right now. And the reason why is like, that's what I'm saying, in order for you to really tap into where you're supposed to go next. It's like you're doing it simultaneously, right? You're shedding the weight of the world. You're spending this time in hermit mode, releasing everything so that you can be prepared for what's next. And look at all the healing that's taking place. But remember, this isn't just you. We're at this stage of the game, we're tapping into what's next. How are we helping each other, again, on a grander scale? Some of you guys, I'm getting justice, the scales. So if you are the child of the cosmos, right, tapping into the cosmos, I'm getting you need that the balance of the scale. We're in need of a more harmonious, balanced world. And however your contribution for that is, it's going to become very apparent. So maybe it started off as, let's seek justice for selves, right? It could have been years, right? Seeking justice for your own self, and what did that look like, right? According to the divine's plan, how did justice come about in your life? Now that justice is here in the way that it's looking like, maybe you don't have the full picture of it, justice has something to do with it, right? So now that justice has really peered in, or is peering in now, as the time goes by, it's like how we're all experiencing mini justice in our life, but how is that changing everything, again, for the greater good, right? So now you have card of fortune increase. That's the point. It's like maybe for some of you guys, justice has to do with the type of people that you're the type of people that you surround yourself with. For some of you guys, justice could be in the form of love and healing for self and then for others. Okay, so that's not something to take lightly, which is why it's been taking so long for you guys to get to this stage, right? It's a lot of shedding to be able to be as light, right? As light as a feather, the heart as light as a feather, and then you being able to go and help people throughout your journey, because what we learn and what we get in this lifetime, we pay it forward. Okay, so to sit here and to say that your pain isn't going to help someone one day is a lie. The pain you're experiencing, the pain you're overcoming at this stage is going to help many, not just one, not two, many that you come across, because they see you and they know that it's possible. You are the representation of justice, Libra scales, also Venusian energy, because Lady Virgo does carry the justice scales. If you really think about it, that's what we're in a transition of from the zodiac sign. Lady Virgo carries the justice scales, right? And so that's the whole point, right? Libra is also a representation of love. So how is love, when you think of love, how has love really changed you? Because love can change the world, right? Love it could be unconditional, depends on the variety of love, but true love is in some way, shape, or form justice for you guys. Whether that's love for self, love for others, receiving the type of love that you've always wanted, it's all a part of the great grander scheme. Okay? All right. So you have fourth house here, roots again of the family tree. Maybe love to you looks like making it all easier for your for the next kin, right? For your kin. Maybe the way you love your children is a big difference from the way you were loved, right? That's justice. The way you pay it forward, the way you help your community, that's justice in the grander scheme of life, right? So again, ask yourself how justice is playing out for you on an individual scale and then at a greater scale. Hey, welcome everybody, welcome. You're upset. Why are you upset, lover girl? Can you say happy birthday? Happy birthday, weirdo. Hey, TMKC, welcome, welcome. Everybody, I'm sorry you're sad. Yeah, a lot of us are going through periods of sadness, but again, this is the time to sit still. This is not the time to be talking to people. This is the time to be at home, really reflecting on the things that you need to let go of. Because remember, every time you sacrifice, either that's addictions, pain, sadness, when you really deal with that feeling of isolation and what is that? The opposite of alignment is misalignment. It's that feeling of isolation and separation. When we sit down and really deal with those, you know, either wounds or feelings, we not only heal ourselves, but we're actually helping, right? We're helping heal others in the way, either whether that's in your career path or, you know, volunteering or service work. Okay, so. And again, a lot of us are preparing ourselves to really go out there and maybe start being more of service towards others. And in order for us to do that, we need to also clear our own stuff. How could we sit there and go help others if we're not really looking at where we're needing to help ourselves, right? And again, not everyone's perfect, but the whole point is we can't sit there and try to advise or counsel or say, you know, try to help others if we're not leading by example. And it starts by us dealing with our own experiences and our own inner woundings and looking at the patterns, unconscious patterns that, you know, we keep, that we choose not to face. Okay, and I know that's really triggering and I know that's really painful, but that's what we do here. All right, let's see what else. The golden children, yeah. I feel like a lot of people, I feel like you guys are seriously on your path to meeting people that are going to change your life. Okay? Because there's work to do here. There's work to do here. And I really do see us meeting people that, again, each of them have different skills. You may just be, again, you may be similar in nature, right? Maybe you have the same spiritual beliefs, but at the end of the day, you guys have different gifts. And that's the whole point, right? Through your own individual people coming together and then helping people, whether that's on a project or in a career path, whatever it is, however that looks like. Again, this is how you're contributing, and I feel like it's fun. Some of you guys are having the time of your life with certain people that you just met. It's surprising because you swear, you know, that you're just in it to help. You're just in it to contribute. You're just in it to be of service, right? But what you did not anticipate is the type of people you were going to meet in the process, or that you're about to meet in the process, because, hey, that's just a part of it. You didn't see it though. But the divine kept telling you this is what's going to happen. You're going to meet people that are going to change your life, that really understand you on a soul level. But the only reason you meet these people now is because you are at the place where you understand yourself, or at least want to understand yourself at that soul level, and are doing everything you can, again, to clear everything out and be prepared for this new phase, okay? Okay. Fours don't follow. Yeah, this is what happens. Some of you guys set on your own path. You set on your own path, but look at the beautiful energy right here. It's all green. Earth signs, this is exactly for you. You might have felt lost, like you didn't know where you were going. The sadness alone it can, like, it again, it could just take you. The sadness alone will take you. It'll make you feel to the point where, like, some people just don't want to keep investing in this lifetime type of energy, right? The sadness alone, it's that feeling of isolation, separation, like you don't belong, abandonments, fears, woundings, all of that is being faced this weekend, this month. And you know what's so funny about that? That you guys swore that every time you tried to get there, it was too hard. It was too difficult. You couldn't do it. And then look, thank goodness thank God that we're at a place in our lives that we've gotten here. I swear, some of you guys thought you wouldn't get here. You swore you didn't think you would ever get here. And to your surprise, you pulled through. Okay, let's see what else. Some of you guys, again, you set your own path. This all happened because you forged your own path. You didn't go and follow. You guys knew that if you wanted a different life from your whole, because your surroundings were telling you one thing, and if you guys didn't want to be anything like the people in your surroundings, you had to go on a different path. Some of you guys made that sacrifice. You had to go alone. There was nobody else you could bring with you. Earth energy, okay? So this is where the sadness is coming. Maybe you had to let go of everything and every belief you had about who you were had to stay, right? And so I feel like maybe that's what some of us are overcoming. For others of you guys, it could be addictions. It could be like a lifestyle choice that you were so attached to, and it took, by the grace of God, you let it go, and it's just transforming you. You may not see the full picture yet, but I'm telling you, in a month or 2 months from now, you're going to see, whoa, you're going to thank yourself for doing the most difficult thing in the world, which is to let go. Surrender it. When lunar eclipses change, this is what I'm saying now. It's a balance now. It almost seems like the darkness doesn't consume you as much as it used to. So if some of you guys were dealing with some type of suicidal ideation, or if you guys were dealing with severe depression to the point where, like, you needed to seek help and counsel, that would, again, the reason you were feeling that, it was because there was a lack of expression here. There was a lack of expression. There was a lack of really tapping into who you were. All of these versions of you were being suppressed, and what it really was asking of you was for you to open up and embrace the darkness and the good, and put it all together. You can integrate it all. You can integrate it all. It's possible. It really is. And for some of you guys, you were just sad because there was versions of you that were coming out you didn't even understand. That these versions of you were locked up and you didn't know what to do because you're like, well, this version of me is asking to come out, but in order for me to do that, this other version of me needs to be more tamed, right? A lot of people say shadows, you know, they don't get to come with you. That's not true. I just think it becomes more tamed. It becomes more tamed so that other versions of you, right? The ego becomes more tamed so that other versions of you can come out and be, and you can all coexist happily. But again, that requires faith and change, because change is really difficult to do. Remember, we're battling patterns and ways of being that we've been our whole lives, and then now you're telling us that that version of us doesn't need to be anymore. Like that is a struggle for the ego, right? So it's also a battle for identity. It's an issue with identity. Some of us are struggling with figuring out what that identity is, right? Once the ego is tamed. And now we're allowing ourselves to be seen for the first time. Seeing ourselves for the first time. It could be very scary. But anyways, this is the opportunity for change, and it's now. Some of you guys are already in the process, so congratulations. I know it's scary and it's painful, but you're leading. It's leading you down the best, perfect place. You'll see. But right now, just deal with the pain. For others of you guys, if you're considering doing this is the time to do it. If not now, when? I feel like some of you guys are so tired. It's like you can't keep being the same way, or you can't keep doing the same things and ending with the same results. It's too exhausting. Some of you guys are living a double life. And this is like, you cannot keep doing this anymore. For others of you guys, it's an addiction, and it's been killing you, or it's too hard to overcome. But again, it's like been robbing you of the opportunity of actually being seen or being heard by other people and even yourself. Okay? Addiction will rob you. It will rob you of your livelihood. And I feel like some of you guys are battling those. So again, Earth, there's just so much that's happening for you guys. And that's why at this stage you're thinking, what's next collectively on a grander scale? Because you're going there. Some of you guys are going to be terrified because you're going to tap into the collective, and it's going to scare you. Some of you guys are going to, do some things that you just swore you didn't think you could do in this lifetime, but you will. I'm talking about from a psychic abilities, okay? And also through your career path. Some of you guys swear you can't speak up, or you're not good leaders, or you swear you guys choke, or you guys can't pull through on certain things, but you will. You will. You're about to find out who you really are. So you never gave yourself the credit you really deserve, because I'm telling you, the person that you are going to become is completely different from this lack of self-belief in self. Okay? So you're going to struggle when you start seeing qualities within you that you didn't even know you had. You probably had these qualities since you were a kid, but you might have forgotten about them. And now these qualities are going to come out, and you're going to be like, what the hell? Is this me? Like, I didn't know I could do that. You're going to be surprised. Again, it's the identity is working with sense of self and healing that. Deep cellular healing, Arturian, sorry. This is what I'm saying here. It's like you finally see yourself for who you are. When we talk about identity, vitality, the sun, discovering who we are and being shocked and surprised that this was always us, this was always our potential. But the problem was, again, wherever you were, it was masking that. Now that you're free and you went your own way, set your own path, it's like now you get to see who you are, and on a grander scale, these talents and abilities that you're barely discovering that were within you this whole time, you're about to use these for something beyond what you can even comprehend. This is why it's scaring you, because it's like, whoa, it's a bigger investment. Really, the problem might be having to accept this is who you really are. Some of you guys might be upset because it's like you could have met this version of you sooner, and some part of you are probably feeling guilty or upset with yourselves because you let others take this from you, or you were putting yourselves in places where this version of you could not come out. You could have been afraid of your own power, which is what I'm saying here, but it doesn't matter. That's in the past. Forgive yourselves, accept it. It is what it is. We're here now. Okay? All right, let's see. You got this. Yeah. I feel like somebody's upset. Somebody's really upset because they cannot they cannot believe that they like they did not choose themselves. Somebody's upset that they did not allow themselves to be, because it's like once you allow yourself to be, you don't go back. You don't let society tell you who you are. You don't sit there and let your friends tell you who you are. You don't sit there and let your parents tell you who you are. You're not that. That's a lot of people in society are like that. They let people tell them who they are. No, we're no longer enslaved to anyone. None of that. Okay, this is a time where you get to shine and you get to be. So forgive yourself for allowing people to literally tell you who you are and dictate who you are. Sometimes it's hard because if you have a job where you have to sit there and talk to people who have no idea, they have no idea. And again, we're not judging here. We're just saying they have no idea what's really going on. It's hard. It's hard. Okay, it's hard to be this, but at the same time, that's the whole point. If we keep surrounding ourselves with people that do not really understand this version of us, what does that say? What does that say? Is that really the excuse that we're going to put, that, oh, well, society constructs, we can't really speak on who we are because of societal constructs? No, you speak on who you are regardless of societal constructs, and if people get it, they get it, and if they try to oppress you or they try to fight you, then that's their shit. That's their shit. And I feel like that could be a reason. It can be scary. It can be scary to come forward and tell people, hey, this is who I am. Because 9 times out of 10, people might get upset and start an argument with you, and they might, want to, fight with you, right? On a mental scale or an emotional scale. They might want to attack you, right? But that's the whole point. It's like, the more confident you are with who you are, your identity, what you do, it doesn't matter. You develop thicker skin. But at the end of the day, you can't go back. You can't go back. Do you see what I'm saying? Which is why the more open you are about who you are and you put it on display, then the more people will have to accept you. And if they don't, then you need to be around people who will. Right? So... Alright, so that was for my earth signs. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next, we're going to get started on the thing. I know we only went with a couple of cards here, but that's okay. We're here, we're discussing forgiveness and acceptance. And this is the final piece that we need besides grieving to get into like what we're about to do on a collective scale, okay? So, yes. Alright, so for you guys, we're going to get started. Let me get my little notepad. Alright, then, okay, so, oh, you know what, I didn't even timestamp, so that's okay. I'll put it at the 2-minute mark. Taurus, damn, I was talking for like 20 minutes. 20 minutes, okay. Anyways, so, my Taurus is, for you guys, I'm going to use the Black Moon Astrology cards, and I'm going to use the Starseed Oracle deck. Alright, y'all, and I do apologize for the noise. The time was set for this time to work, but like, unforeseeable circumstances happen, so I apologize, okay? Alright, so, let's see here. You know what? Here's the thing about these cards. I just like put them all together. We got the Black Moon Astrology cards with the Starseed Oracle deck. But sometimes when I look through these cards, some of the cards would either be like in a different position. So that's how I know I'm supposed to take it out. It's funny how the divine makes it that way, right? Because it's like A card could be in reverse, showing like this, and it's like, whoa, I didn't know I was supposed to take this card out. It will come out like this when I'm supposed to shuffle. So I'm just gonna take it and roll with it, okay? All right, we got Grand Trine. So yeah, if you guys at this point with the flower moon, right? It's a very powerful moon. This next week coming up from May 11th until I think the 16th. But the point of it is, let's look at this in a very, it's an opportunity, okay? Because you can sit there and talk about astrology all you want, how bad, how astrology or the moon or whatever can affect you. And it's true, it does affect you, but it's usually there as an opportunity, okay? So you have Grand Trine, blessings here. You have, that's a 10 right here, 10. That's completion. But with the circle and the triangle down, it usually should be like this, right? Because it talks about Trinity, it's a 3, right? But it's actually pointed down. So what I'm getting is like setting roots, but I'm also getting water energy. But this gives me like setting roots on the earthly plane. I know, right? It's in the air, or it looks like water, and it is. But it's setting roots. Setting like your blueprints into the earth, into your location, into where you're at, into what you're working on. It's setting a foundation, setting a strong foundation in like, not only with your presence, but it's like the work that you're doing or what you're leaving behind. It's leaving your mark. It's leaving an essence of who you are, your beliefs on this earth. And I think that this is very transformative, right? With Grand Trine, we also talk about 3 planetary aspects that can influence each other in a positive manner, right? So this is what I'm saying though. The point is this. You get Grand Trine with Mercury of the mind, right? Okay, so. Okay, Dan, you got 3 seconds to get the fuck out of my channel before I block you, okay? Don't be fucking coming in my channel disrespecting me ever fucking again. You got the wrong one. Okay, so you got Grand Trine blessings with Mercury of the mind. As I was saying here, look at this. Leaving your mark. It almost seems like you want to come in here. You want to come in here. What did I say? You got 3 seconds to get the fuck on my channel before I block you, right? Okay, motherfucker. You think I'm playing with you? Okay, so you got Mercury of the mind here. As I was saying, look at this beautiful earth. It's yours. This is you creating and working and creating a perfect like, it's like a creation is the essence. It's like your creative essence, your blueprint, your signature. You're leaving it. There was something I wanted to say that was so pretty, but it left me. It literally came in and then left. It's like creation, the creation, or what you're working on, or how you're becoming, or what you're leaving here. It's like, it's you, but it's like in a very playful manner. What you're leaving behind is or what you're creating it has your blueprints, signature, right? But there's something here about maybe you used to take this too seriously, and what the thing about it that changed was like the way it's not. Maybe it's your approach. It's not so serious. It's more playful. There's something here about playful energy that has made your work even more important, or it's made it even more fulfilling. It's the work that you do has become more fulfilling as time goes by, because it's like you understand the power that exudes an energetic power, or an energetic blueprint that's here. It's not even a blueprint anymore. At this stage of the game, you've been doing this for a long time, or a while. But whatever you're working on, it's like the energetic approach. The approach of it on an energetic level went from seriousness, getting something done, trying to work on something, to the playfulness of it changed. There's a more playful attitude, or more happier, hopeful, abundant attitude towards it, which is why the energetic signature of it is changing as well. I hope that's making sense. Then you think number 3, that's communication. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe whoever you are through your career path, or just you as a person, when you think of Mercury, you think of communication, you think of the way you think, an open mind, you think of adaptability, you think of curiosity, you think of intellect, you think of all of these things. But the thing about it is, it's you though. Maybe the way you communicate through your work has changed. It's like you went from communicating in a serious way, or your approach was serious, to now it's loving, it's playful, it's open, it's like very open. And so I feel like that's what's changing, and I feel like that's going to bring in a different result now. Not that you needed it to, but I feel like for you, the work is more fulfilling, or it's not so I have to get this done, right? It's more of I get to do this, and I get to really leave my me behind in this, and it means something, and it stands for something. But again, it's not so serious. It's like, hey, I get to be me here. I get to really discover who I am in this moment, through this work, and I am proud of myself, and I get to have fun. Okay, so whoever you are, I feel like this is the mindset that's changing, or it's the approach that changed. Either way, you are totally fulfilled in the workspace. And if you haven't necessarily found the right niche, or like the right opportunity to get you a little bit further, you will. But I think the whole point of it was for you to find yourself through this work. Then you can expand, right? But if you needed to find your footing, or set stronger foundations by, not just in the work that you do, but like the way you do it, feeling fulfilled, feeling like you do it out of love and not just the money. I feel like that's what needed to strengthen within your work, within what you do, in order for you to expand, or for it to for the opportunity, the right opportunity to come in, and then boom, it's like you're gonna look back and say, whoa, I started small. I started with, a certain amount of resources. I started with a belief, right? Or maybe God was the belief in this, and then I just started and kept going and kept going and kept going. And then one day, like I said, you're gonna look back and say, now look at where I'm at, right? And again, it was never about 100% about the money. It was more about finding who you were through this work, or through your through just you, who you were through the work, or like how, I know it sounds kind of cliche, but it kind of feels like that. Who are you? I know people say you're not your work, but I feel like this though, whatever it is that you do, it really is a part of who you are. Or it was always about trying to discover who you were while you do this work, and trying to be more fulfilled and content, and and I feel like that's what happened. You became your work, or you fell in love with the work that you did at a grander scale, or you finally understand why this was the right path for you, and you always wondered if you'd be able to help people, and this is the way you do help and contribute. But again, I think it took a while for you to see it, or for you to be more appreciative of it. But again, it was your perspective that had to change, and it did. With the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving forward. Yeah, the cosmic heart here. Look at this beautiful energy. Look at this. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I feel like somebody's, that's what it is. It's gratitude. It's gratitude. That's exactly what you needed to feel, to have a change in heart. I feel like somebody's heart just opened up, or somebody became softer in their approach, and they're grateful for that, to be able to have enough faith. Remember, in order for you to have that type of openness within you, to be able to have that much to even be able to approach things from a softer sense of expression. I'm saying it wrong. I feel like some people are afraid to open up their hearts. Okay, that's what it is. It requires you to open up your heart, and I feel like again, it's that requires a certain amount of faith because you're facing a fear. Okay, the fear of being rejected, a fear of being misunderstood, a fear of being your heart being broken. And I feel like that's the point, though. It didn't matter. All of these things were fears, but at the end of the day, it was of the mind. It was not as bad as it was made out to be. Or maybe because of your past experiences, you were afraid to open up. And I feel like the minute that you did, it's like, whoa, your perspective changed, right? And then you're feeling better. That's where the gratitude is coming in. It's like you allowed yourself to open up. And I think that you've changed, or you're changing a lot now because of it. But again, it's like, this is a blessing. A lot of people wish that they can, they pray at night. There's people that pray every night and say, how can I, be more open? How can I have enough faith in, the divine or the universe to be able to walk around as if like, I haven't been hurt before. I haven't been through, I don't get triggered, right? How do I walk around not being as easily triggered? It's kind of those type of questions and prayers that people ask the universe every day. And you were one of them. You might still be one of them, but I feel like you still decided to trust enough to open up, and look what happens. It's like, look at the difference between of the Mercury of the mind, something serious, working hard on something, trying to perfect something. But again, of the realm of the mind versus now you involve the heart. Because this is what you were missing. Essentially, this looks like masculine and feminine energy if you really look at it. Because then you have, this is, you doing the actual work, hoping it works out, and then now the heart's involved. This is what you were missing, right? The heart's involved. It's gentler. It's open. It's, it's facing fears and triggers and woundings, and still deciding to love and choose love at this stage of the game, but not for others, but for self. How can we sit there and say how can we sit there and preach about being open and having a lot of faith if we're not there ourselves? And I feel like we needed to set that example. We needed to set the bar through love. Okay, so love of self, love of others, patience, tolerance, forgiveness, acceptance, all of that comes with the cosmic heart. And I think that that's what changes you. That's what changed you. All of a sudden, you're not walking around so upset or, hurt or traumatized, or, I don't want to use the word bitter, but somebody was just, it just seemed, life seemed a little unbearable. Being like this all the time, it's unbearable. Versus, look, this is what we've needed, and now look, it's a balance. A perfect balance. Congratulations, guys. This is a week to really dive in. Okay. Finally, I don't have to yell. Oh my god. I felt like I was yelling earlier. Okay. Alright, so that was for my Taurus. Is there anything else you want me to talk about here? Taurus. Let me pull 2 more cards. Oh shit. Okay. All right, Taurus. This is scaring me. It's so fucking enlightening. It's not even funny. All right. So remember when I told you guys, earth signs from a grander scale, once you heal, you're healing through the pain. It's like now you have time to really ask what's next, right? And I feel like once you ask that, this is what I'm saying. You see, like you get either through meditation or through like sitting still, present in the moment, you get like a flash or like intuitive knowing of where you're supposed to go next. And what you see here, oh my god, what you see here, it's like, see, it's like a portal or the future. You see where you're supposed to go next, and it's the sun with Leo energy. Look what's watching you back, bro. Holy shit, this is like so scary. And like I'm scared because of the magnitude of the power of this card. It's like your life path, you can see it, or maybe you've had visions or dreams where you see yourself in the future and they were too vivid, they were too real to be a dream, because you know the difference between a dream and then, you know, being so present in a different time. It could be present, it could be past. I feel like you guys have seen visions of yourself in the future. It could be when you're really elderly, it could be when you're 10 years older, it could be decades from now, because again, the mind transcends through time, right? And so I feel like when you really sit and ask what's next, you see it. You really see like your life path, what you're supposed to do, who you're supposed to help, how you're going to guide others. You see everything on a grander scale. But remember, with Leo energy, this is what it takes. The confidence that you're going to, that you have. The true, okay, I don't want to say you don't have the confidence. I think you're working on that, because to accept this type of power that you truly possess, to be able to accept and stomach, because it's, you know, solar plexus, ha 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 ha, to really be able to stomach this freaking power, like who you're gonna be in time, because to be able to really accept this, you're like, bro, it's too powerful. It's like, you know, you see yourself 10 years down the line and you're going to be so much more powerful than you are now. You will. You know that. I mean, look at yourself, go back 10 years. The person you are now, you're way more powerful. The person 10 years ago would never have believed you would have been this person. But that's the point. Maybe you didn't have, maybe you weren't able to see the visions then, but you're seeing them now. This week, if you haven't already, you're about to see something that's going to scare out of you. You see yourself. With I will, yeah, this is who you will. You will. Okay? You will be. And look at this shit. Bro, look at the power in this one. You just peered into your future, into who you're going to be, who you're going to help, what you're going to become. Look at this shit, bro. It was always your destiny. Some of you guys might get terrified. You're going to be freaking triggered. Like, you are going to be triggered because of the power that you're going to see within yourself. And then you're going to have to accept it. You asked. You asked to see. You asked what's next on a grander scale. You took yourself out of it and asked what's in the grander scheme of life. Who am I supposed to help? How can I redesign the world, you know, to fit perfectly with my life path, our life path, because your guides are involved in it, right? They knew this whole time, and what you get your answer. Just don't run. You're gonna run. You're gonna run, but that's okay. You're gonna go. This is your future. It's too late. You can't go back. This is what you agreed to be at the stage. You're too in. You're too plugged in. This is why I said your psychic abilities, you guys are going to be able to see through the future, or maybe like, I know you may not believe it, but you're going to be able to see tenfold. Like, you're going to be able to do things that, again, you always wished or dreamed you could do. You were working on it since you were a kid, trying to do it, and then it's like you forgot about it. Some of you guys, I swear, you've always wanted to go through matter, literal matter, and you're going to be able to. Some of you guys are going to be able to levitate. Some of you guys are going to astral project. I mean, the shit you're going to become in 10 years, or whatever you see into the future. Fuck. I don't care. I used to be ashamed of talking about it, but I will not be ashamed anymore. Some of you guys, I swear to you, will be able to do things that you read about in the Bible. Some of you are going to be connecting with planetary systems and a grander scale, okay? You might even devote your life into this type of research or seeing how you can help other planetary systems, okay? Yeah, I just went there. I just went there. I was always ashamed of talking about it, but I cannot be. Through our meditation, we see who we really are. And I feel like a lot of you guys have probably experienced similar things and we're just too afraid to talk about it. Or maybe, you know, maybe we haven't been able to talk about it. I don't know. But I want to talk about it here on my channel. Some of you guys, I see y'all teleporting. Teleporting through time. I swear to fucking God. If there's anybody here who has been able to do that, reach out to me. I'm very I need to ask you some questions. But I feel like this is what I'm getting for some of you guys. For others of you guys, you're gonna change the world. But with a group of people. You're gonna change the world. Leo energy. I know there was somebody talking to me about the Leo energy, how this is a fighter or your paths are what you're meant to do here in this lifetime is to help aid or balance some things out, because I know this world can be a little too dense, but I'm saying we're here to balance everything out. As you notice, a lot of people are really, they cannot deny this anymore. People cannot deny the truth about who we are, Mother Gaia, ascending, right? They cannot deny it anymore. Everybody's aware of it now. So we've done a great job so far. But there's still work to do. We're barely scratching the surface of what we're about to do, which is why I'm telling you, once you receive the information, you're gonna get scared. All right, that was for my Taurus. I think that should have been a reading for Virgo, but it's okay. It is what it is. All right, that was for my Taurus. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Virgo. Virgo. Let me times that. 47. Oh, I see. Virgo. 47. 15. Yo. I'm talking to a master. Who are you? I'm channeling a master right now. I get viewers here who are way more intuitive than I am. But they're very quiet. They don't talk. I see a master. Who are you? You don't have to reveal yourself. You're not going to. You're a man. I feel like you're a watcher or a guardian. Whoever I'm tapping into, he's a watcher. See? He's a watcher. Somebody's being watched. Somebody's being watched by somebody. Not in a creepy way, okay? Not in like a stalkery vibe. I'm getting like a master. He's got an eye for these things, or somebody's connecting. Somebody's watching you. Or they may be watching the channel. I don't know why this came up, but it did. It's a master's. I feel like somebody's going down a basement and they have like a whole world where they're like working on something. I don't know if it's research, but they're working on something. But this person's, he's a master. Okay, he's an ascended master. I don't know who that was for. Okay, Virgo. Sorry, that picture just came in strongly. Okay. Hey, Vicky, welcome. I don't know who this is though. Who is this? I'm gonna shuffle again. I'm not content with. I feel like this I don't even need the cards. This is the first time because I always knew that. I was like, hold on, let me tap into it. There's a master watching you. They're watching your work. And they're quiet. They don't talk much. Is this, I don't know if this is you. For some of you guys, I'm getting this is somebody else watching you. For others of you guys, I feel like you are the master, or you're seeing yourself in a different lifetime. Like you were a man in a different lifetime. And you are a master. Like you've done this before. You've always been an ascended master. But you always had to keep quiet is what I'm getting. I feel like somebody's always working really hard on like elevating their psychic abilities or their gifts, or working on something with the planets, like a researcher. Maybe back in the day, that's all you could do was work with research or astronomy, astrology, all of that. It's like you knew both to work on both. You're always looking for the next breakthrough. I feel like if not, somebody's watching you and it's like they're waiting for a breakthrough. Your next breakthrough? I don't know why they're waiting for your breakthrough though. Alright, let's see what else comes out. This is so weird. This is so fucking weird. Somebody's watching you. This isn't a bad person. You don't know this person. This person knows you. So weird. Let's see what else. I'm going to use a different deck. I'm not happy with these decks. Yeah, somebody. Okay, if this wasn't you, in a different lifetime, you were an astronomer, astrologer. Like, you know how Galileo, right? He discovered, like, was it Galileo? It gives me that. Like, you were always hiding, working on the next invention. But this has to do with astronomy or astrology. The next breakthrough is what I'm getting. Like, you were always working on the next breakthrough, but you had to be in silence because, you know, the church back in the day, they would have killed you. They would have sent you to jail and killed you. Yeah, somebody was like a famous astronomer, astrologer, astronomer. This gives me that. You focused on the planetary system aspect when you were running out of time, or there's a certain amount of time you had a deadline here. Oh, Jesus. For others of you guys, I feel like this is so weird. This gives me like TV vibes. Some shit that happens on TV that somebody's dad was like a well-known sage, mystic. Maybe he was in a secret society or something. And they left all of a sudden, or maybe they I don't know. I don't even want to say because I what if I'm wrong? I feel like somebody's trying to finish their father's research, or there's a man here. I don't know if this is your grandfather. I don't know if this was you or it's somebody like one of your descendants. They were an astronomer, or like the research, like they were what renowned, or people knew them. They were very intelligent, they knew them. Let's see what else. I'm gonna take out a different deck. I don't want to second guess myself, but I don't know who this is for. This is really weird. This gives me like secret societies, and somebody left, somebody's father left or grandfather left, and you didn't know why, and all of a sudden it's like you're about to find out why, or you're about to find out your dad or your grandfather, a descendant, was like very famous but in a certain community, not everybody knew him. Or it's a him, it's a guy. I feel like somebody's gonna find this out. Let's see what else. I'm not getting any information with my cards. Maybe I'm supposed to do this without the cards. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting more information without the without the cards. Some information was lost, is what I'm getting. That's the whole point of the story. Somebody, for Virgo, information was lost. Very important information was lost. This could have been a long time. And you get to uncover the information, or something was hidden and you get to find it. It was like meant for you to find it. Or you take on somebody's, like the research, trying to figure out something from your own family, or it's some type of research that got left behind, and so you took over, and you're gonna find out something about your family, about this something about your own family, that they were also like they were like a master. And I think once you find out like how much of how far back this goes, it's like it makes you, it's like if you doubted who you were your whole life because you had missing information, or you didn't have enough information, like from your family descendants, or like information on like who you are, or who your family is, or the name, it's like, of the family, it's like you're about to find out. Yeah, you're about to find out. That's why it was so hard to get this information out. I was like, but it's like, this has nothing to do with the cards. I have to hear, or like, yeah, somebody finds out who they really are, who their family is, or how far this goes, how far back this goes. And now that you know, it's like now that it's revealed, it's like you can be. This is like the excuse, or the what you were waiting for, the missing puzzle, or like whatever this is. This discovery is like exactly what you needed to like give you the confidence that you need to soar, to fly, or to be. It almost seems like you needed justification. You always needed justification to figure out. It's like you needed permission, or justification, or an excuse so that you can be. You just couldn't be. You needed a reason to, and now you get it. It's like you never needed the reason or the explanation to just be, but because you were so hell bent on needing that to set you free, it's like now the divine's like, okay, now I'm gonna bring it to you. I'm gonna give it to you here, and now it's like you're free. This is gonna hit you hard because you're not gonna believe it. For whoever this is, you're not going to believe this, or you're not going to want to believe it. It's going to be too surreal. But it's exactly what you need to move on. or move forward. Let's see what else for Virgo. This is a strange reading. No, the High Priestess keeps coming out. Yeah. I feel like it's a secret or some shit, bro. It's a secret. It's a secret from your... It's a family secret. It's a family secret. That's exactly what you've needed to set you free. I got a fucking headache. Oh my god. It's what you've needed to set you free. This is Wheel of Fortune. You get to move on. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. So maybe your grandmother's going to tell you, or the information, it is just going to come in. It was meant to at this time. And it's like that, boom, you transform because of that information. I don't know if it's good information or bad information, but it's like, it's information about your family, where you come from. Or it could be of yourself in a past life, but I feel like this is family. Like a dad or a granddad, something like that. So let me know in the comments if this makes any sense. But I'm getting something to do with astronomy or whatever your family members were working on. It was top secret. Back in the day, they couldn't talk about it, okay? Which is why I think he was an ascended master. Anything else? Yeah. Oh, I feel like he was killed or some shit. Oh my god. I think he... Yeah, I told you this person was like a... This person was a master, because it's the Magician with the King of Pentacles. This is a very powerful person. Like, in a secret society. If he was in a secret society, like, bro, this motherfucker was like highly respected. I'm getting secret society. This is my secret society card too. Look, he's hush hush. He doesn't say anything. They watch in the shadows. They're watching in the shadows. This is giving me the Da Vinci Code type of energy, bro. I can't even lie. But it's gonna heal your heart. This information is healing your heart as we speak, or it's going to. Y'all can think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, this happened. Somebody's gonna be like, oh my god, like, this is true. This actually happened. The King of Pentacles, this is your either grandfather. This is somebody from your family. This person was working on something and he never got to see it through, or he never got to see his vision through, or something didn't pan out. It broke his heart, or he had to sacrifice. This gives me sacrificing something. He had to sacrifice something, his work or his truth or his family, to, I don't know. But it doesn't look good. I think he probably died, or they killed him or some shit. I don't know. Why are you showing me this King of Pentacles? Like, what's up with this guy? Tell me who this guy is. Why is he of importance? I don't know if they killed him, but it's like, it's giving me like something bad happened to this guy, or he had to like disappear, or he disappeared or something. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Yeah, this left you broken or abandoned. Did you have something happen with you and a father or a grandfather? Great-grandfather? I feel like something happened with you and this person. Maybe he left you behind, or he chose his work over you and you couldn't understand why. Or he was always hush-hush about everything and you couldn't figure it out. And that's what's broke you, like this person really let you down, because he's a paternal figure, so it really messed with your confidence, your identity. He broke you, and so like now you're sad, and this still like it still gets to you. But I feel like your heart's getting fixed here. Because look, this is your heart, right? And this is him. It's like he had to sacrifice his child. He had to sacrifice his child or something for his research. I don't know. This story's getting, the plot is thickening, man. I don't understand this. I could ask, but it's like, I'm afraid to. I'm afraid to ask what this is. It's like he chose the research or the work, or he chose something over you or left you behind because of his work. Maybe he couldn't tell you, but it hurt you because it's like, why would you abandon your goddaughter, daughter, your family for this, for anything? Like, there's no excuse. Why would you abandon the one you love or the people you love? But I think he had a good excuse. I don't want to say he did. That's disrespectful. There's something here. It's like his hands were tied. He had to. Or maybe he just chose to. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. That's rude. That's rude. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. It's none of my business. This is why I don't want to get in it, because I feel like this can hurt somebody or make somebody cry. Yeah, the 5 of Cups. Somebody feels abandoned by their dad, granddad, whoever this guy is. They really let you down. I don't know who you were. I think you're either a woman or you could be a woman, a man. Gender does not matter, but I feel like somebody's dad or grandfather let them down. Great grandfather. It's like you're trying to forgive them, but it's kind of hard. Or you won't mention them, but it really, at the end of the night, it gets to you, but you kind of don't let yourself feel this. Damn. Let me just breathe. I don't even need to pull out any more cards. Let's 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. That's so weird to say. I think something scares you, which is why it's hard for you to tap into what this person did to you or how they let you down, because it scares you to know that there's something else that had his attention over you. It scares you to know that maybe they couldn't like be there for you or love you in the way that you needed or support you in the way that you needed. That they think of you or you think of them. I think both. I think it's both. Somebody had to pay a price here. I think it was him. He paid a price, but so did you by. It's like your relationship is non-existent. You don't even let yourself feel. You don't talk about this person or him, but it gets to you. But you don't allow yourself to feel that. Damn, this is harsh. This is hardcore. I'm sorry, whoever you are, man. I feel your pain. I'm sorry. I feel like this gets to you, but you won't let yourself think about it. It's kind of like you shut the door on that person or on him. I don't even need any more cards. We don't need them. Yeah, he took your confidence away. He took something from you. It's not a thing. It's within you. He took something from you. And it's like you're trying to get it back, but you don't know how. That's because whatever you're trying to get back actually has to do with this person. If you want to gain your confidence back or like your freedom back, you got to deal with whatever this is. or when the information comes in, it's like it's gonna help you not only restore your heart, but it's gonna give you something back that's yours, rightfully yours. Which is why I was saying before, you needed an excuse to be, or something about your confidence. You need an excuse to be. But now it's like, now you get your freedom. This has to, yeah. I don't even know. I think we're going to leave it there. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how this reading ended up like how it did. I usually, I don't know. I'm speechless. This reading left me speechless. Okay, let's move on to Capricorn. Hey, welcome. Cappy. I should timestamp. I feel like because I was getting the memories or something, like I was getting like a lot of messages, and when that happens, it's hard. I don't know. It's like it's hard for me to focus on the cards when I'm just getting channeled messages here, like, but it's not like the information pouring in. It's more of like the pictures. I'm getting pictures of things, and that like makes it different because the way I'm receiving the information is different. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, Capricorn, 7132. Okay. Okay. Okay, Capricorn. The star. You know, that's the beautiful thing about Aquarian energy. Capricorn, you know, you are next to Aquarius, right? So it's always nice to see Capricorn. What it mostly needs, it's, you know, after dealing with Saturn, which is a planet of like responsibilities, accountability. It's a planet of, you know, really seeing what you've done or created, or where you may need more help, right? And then the material or physical sense, to then moving on to Aquarius energy, which is all about, you know, the community. The community. How do we help and seek, how do we help our brethren, and then also help ourselves? So the thing about the star here, though, which is my point, with Aquarian energy, it's like, I don't know what to say. Almost seems like if you're having a difficult time this week, Capricorn, yeah, it is Capricorn. I want to call you Aquarius. If you're having a hard time this week, Aquarius, Capricorn, is because it's like you're prioritizing something else, which is fine. You need to. I'm getting you're going through like some type of revelation or some type of truth. You're dealing with a truth that may make you feel kind of like somber. It's like you're stuck here. As long as you're dealing with whatever this is truth, you're stuck here. And you're making the best of it. Because remember, a star card is all about a hopeful, wishful spirit. It's wishing upon a star, right? For even the smallest bit of faith that everything will be all right while you're dealing with whatever this is, right? I feel like you've become your own support system. Even when you feel lost, you're like your number one supporter, or you're just very graceful in this energy, Capricorn, which is why I know you're supposed to stay here for a little bit. You're supposed to stay here. Everything in me tells me this is where you belong right now. The thing about it is, right now you may be going through that, but these came out in reverse, by the way. But the minute, oh, that's so funny. This is a pentacle card, but it's a star as well. I didn't realize this. It's not a pentacle, it's a star. It's like, okay, you're dealing with a reality that's very painful. And yet, like, you're in a place in your life where it's not derailing you. It doesn't, like, consume you entirely. But you understand that this is a process that takes time. Right? Because you're uncovering layers of emotions in the moment, right? And it's like you're understanding that in this time, instead of being judgmental of yourself, you're accepting that this is where you need to be and this is what you need to focus on. And you being your number one supporter is what's going to get you through this even faster or better. What you've needed is grace from your own self. So if you're feeling like you're always exhausted, you don't understand why, you need time to get things done, but all of a sudden all you really want to do is curl up under the bed and stay hidden, Capricorn, it's because that's what you need. You need a lot of rest. You need baths. You need to eat. Self-care is very important at this stage. You understand that this is essential. The way you treat yourself during this process is essential because it paves the way for how you're going to treat yourself for the remainder of your life. If every time you're dealing with something that's so painful, or you're dealing with something emotional, if you're judging yourself and saying you should move on from this or get through this faster, it's not helping you. It's stopping you, or it's holding you back. But if you're kind to yourself and you understand self-care is important right now, above, everything else, once you do what you have to do, it's like, look, the process isn't so unbearable. You're your own best friend here, Capricorn. Because remember, Capricorn's all about the physical, getting things done, setting goals, and discipline. Okay? Capricorn's all about manifesting everything into the physical, actual, tangible, physical, right? Making money, for example. And it's like right now, that's not your interest. That's not your interest. Your interests are not aligned with that right now. Your interest is dealing with whatever this truth is in the present moment. So instead of being harsh on yourself for not being able to get to your goals faster or make the money, maybe work overtime, that's okay. You can't right now. Right now, this needs your attention more than anything. This needs your attention more than anything. So please be extra kind to yourself this month. That's what you're going to need. And in turn, I feel like when you start telling people that you need more time or that you're really struggling and you need some type of support, you're going to receive it. But this only comes from you being 100% authentic that you're struggling. You have to be honest. If you're struggling, talk about it. You don't have to tell them exactly, but if you say you need more time or you're really exhausted or you just need a day or two off, then do that. Getting somebody just cannot right now. They're too exhausted. Their body's physically exhausted, or you're mentally drained, emotionally drained. Yeah. You can't move. I'm getting somebody can't really move too much because it hurts. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah. Oh, you get two cards. No, these cards are in reverse. It's the devil in reverse. That's your card. It's Capricorn. I feel like you want to be so strong, Capricorn, because it's who you are. You're independent. You're one of the most independent signs. People are dependent on you type of energy, okay, Capricorn? That's just who you've always been. You can't keep doing that to yourself, though. Not if you're gonna survive this. Whatever you're going through, it's not allowing you to be that version of yourself, or it's not allowing you to be as strong as you usually are. So you're the one that's always helping people, saving the day. You can't. You want to go out there and be strong and do all these things and be superhuman, but you can't. You can't. Because of what you're going through. You have to accept that. And the minute you accept that, is that, look, you'd be surprised with that's exactly what you've needed. To just accept that you can't always be helping everybody. Ask for help. See how the devil is in reverse with the Ace of Swords? It's this is you saying, like, knowing your limits. So I feel like if you're always working hard and doing for others, it's what's making you angry. It's what's making you judgmental and harsh and closed off, and you don't want to keep being that person. So I feel like this healing that you're going through is exactly what it's teaching you. It's teaching you to ask for help and stop being so stubborn. You gotta let it go. You can't keep being this way. It's killing you. Your body physically cannot do that. Mentally, you cannot do that. It's too draining. So here you are having a choice, because this is truth. This is the Ace of Swords. I know it's in reverse, but it's a mindset, right? It's killing you because of the skull. And then the devil in reverse. You have a choice. You can either stay this way, superhero, superhuman, saving the day, always wanting to help others, never asking for help, being the most dependable person in the world, or you can let go of this and become your own best friend. That means having limitations. That means saying no. That means needing to spend some time on your own, healing, asking for help, because what you're going through is just too much. And it's killing you. This is killing you. So just admit it and set yourself free. Okay? Because that's what you've needed. Instead of saving everybody else, you need help. You need help. How about that? You need support right now. You need to rest right now. You need to be your own best friend right now. Self-care is essential. Once you start living like that, you'll never go back again. Okay? Okay. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. I think I'm going to call it. I don't know if there's anything else I'm supposed to pull out. Let's see. Oh, these are in reverse for a reason. It's a mindset. But anyways, no, I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else for them, Capricorn? No, I feel like it just wants to end there. Yeah, this is where your life changes. I think you understand what you have to do. You went from Saturn energy, which is of Capricorn, devil energy, restriction, confined, imprisoned, attachments, limitations, to you set yourself free of your own bondage. This is what you've done to yourself your whole life. And so don't hate yourself. Understand that it's just who you've always been. You've always been the person to call on when someone needs help. You've always been the problem solver. You've always been the provider. You've always been the helper. It's not your fault. It's just who maybe society made you to be. Maybe your family made you to be that way. Maybe just were your circumstances, right? And although it was your circumstances, these circumstances, they're not yours anymore. Let them go. And this is when you free yourself. Maybe that's what you're dealing with this whole time. I never thought about that. Maybe that's what you're grieving. Or maybe that's what the realization and truth is that this is who you've always been and you no longer want to be that. So it's like finding out who the hell are you outside of being the most dependable, courageous person in the world. Who are you outside of that? Because it almost seems like whatever that was what you would define yourself as, but it was harming you more than helping you at this stage of the game. It's okay to be independent or dependable, but this is to the extreme. This is like a work mule type of energy. Like you've worked your butt off, but you were working too hard. Versus this, it's like, look, you're free. This is a limitation, a belief system that's not real anymore. Like it is real, but it's like you don't no longer identify with that version of you. Who you are now is your own best friend. You're calm. You are, grateful, and you seek help when you need it. Self-care. All you're focused on right now is you, and that's a priority. Whoever doesn't understand that, they need to go. Because the minute you start focusing on you and only solely you, it liberates you from these people who depend on you that don't need you. They don't need you. They only needed you because you told them they needed you. Or you made yourself so available, they had no option but to take your help. It was easier to depend on you. Now you free yourself from that responsibility. They're gonna have to go find for themselves. They're gonna go to help. They have to go help themselves. What they do for themselves is for them. It's not your problem. If they're not your children, that they're babies, not 18-year-olds. I'm talking about like babies, younger than 18. If they're younger than 18, okay, I get it. But if they're older than that, it is not your responsibility to slave away. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a belief system. I don't think this is just about your children. I think this is bigger. It's about everybody, or the way you've been towards. This is not good. Like you're hurting yourself in order to help others type of energy. This is very, it's coming from like a place of I don't want to say it. You know where I'm getting at. It's like you needed them to see you this way because this was your identity. If you're not this, then who are you? That's the point. You're about to find out, but through self-care. Caring of self. No one else but self right now. And you'll figure it out. Okay? Alright, that was for my Capricorns. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's it. That was our reading. At this point, we are transitioning into playtime. I don't know if we still have it, but we'll see. These readings are based on donations only. I don't give free readings anymore. Yeah. So, if you have any questions about the reading, you can drop them down in the chat. 8818. No? Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I've had a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm really exhausted. There's just so much healing that's taking place right now, so I'm really exhausted all the time, which is why I haven't been going on either at consistent time, but that's okay. I wasn't even gonna go live today. I was just too tired. I was like, I can't. But I waited till this time just to be able to do it. So, yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully you guys are doing well. And yeah, okay. So I'm gonna call it. I love you guys so much. If there's no questions, we're gonna log out. Okay. All right, guys. I love you so much. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.